Okay, testing, testing. I go busy. Preferences, online status. Yep, I did. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hey guys, I'm SNipEz. Welcome back to building SouthLake City. So, I know we've been spending a lot of time down here in the subways and basically like underground. I want to show you a couple things I did offline, like while not recording, just to like speed things up a little bit. I didn't do too much. As you can see, I turned this to the right and then basically just kept extending it. And also it does turn to the left here. And then that's basically all I've done down here. It's not really too much, it's just kind of expanding it. And then if we go all the way up to the top, there's one more thing I did add. There's actually like 3 or 4 days after the last recording. And I added this building here. The reason for it is the reason I didn't record it was because I completely replicated this from Newfield. Because this was a building built later on in Newfield, like really late on. It's one of the last buildings ever made in the city area. And I liked it so much, I wanted to bring it back into this one and closer to the river. So the only reason why I didn't record it was because it was going back and forth from Newfield to here to replicate it exactly the way it was. Because I didn't want to change anything up. I wanted it to be exactly the same. So that's why I didn't record it, and that's just because it would have taken so long for one video just to do this. Because it probably took me 8 to 9 hours to fully finish it exactly the way it was. So that's why I didn't record it. Also, this building here that we started last part is also done now. And you can see it has all of its floors. And I think it actually looks pretty good. You might make this into like a apartment complex or something. Because, I don't know, it kind of looks more like an apartment complex. So, I'm trying to think like what do we want to work on this part. Because I made this coming up from the subway station. So if we come down here, we can have, this. And take us down into the subway. But I'm not sure if I really want to work on the subway. Like I said at the very beginning, we've been doing that a lot. So I'm not sure if I want to start off with something new or like start working on the roads maybe. Because we do need to start extending the roads. So we actually might do that instead. So, it's actually pretty easy to do. We're just going to be using a lot of TNT. And while we're doing this, we're going to be doing a lot of talking. Just about some random stuff about Minecraft. Kind of like a little podcast. A little bit, just with no other people. Like I said, I'll try to get more people on this series eventually, just not exactly sure when. So first off, like, a lot of people actually ask me this. How do you know where to make your roads in the city? All depends on how much space you have, really. I mean, like right now, I'm trying to figure out where would this actually make sense to turn this road. So you kind of have to think, where would it look best? And while we're speaking about that, I actually kind of want to start on the bridge going across the river. So we actually might do that instead. So for that, we're going to use block of quartz, quartz stairs, quartz slabs, black wool for the road. We already have that. And we'll just start there and probably use some stone for the railings or something like that. Who knows yet? Maybe stone bricks for that. Okay. So we need to figure out how close we want to have this to the actual building itself. Like, do we want to have the skyscraper being like directly next to it? Or the highway directly next to it? Or what? So we need to figure that out now. Also, we need to figure out where the middle of the actual river is going to be. So I'm going to take out my calculator to make this a little bit easier on us. So, if I come here, we're on, I need a map. So let's put something away. So I need a map. And we're on 74. So, 74 minus, fly all the way over to the other side. And, boom. So we're on 172 minus 172 equals 98. So we need to be on block 98 for the middle. Which is right? That doesn't seem right. No, that can't be right. What? So 74. Did I do that? Oh, I think I did it wrong. 74 minus. I think I typed in the wrong number. No? Minus 172. Negative 98. So what I do? 172 minus 90. What was the other number? It's kind of making me mad. I've never had a problem doing this before. Minus 74. Yeah, it should be on block 98, but block 98's right here. Oh, wait. So it's 98 blocks long. Okay, divided by 2. So we need to count 49 blocks out. Okay, that's where I didn't fully finish doing it. So 72 plus 49. So this is block 72, right? 74. So 74 plus 49. Oh, I meant to do 74 plus 49. 123, okay. So we need to come to block 123, and we're going to have the center of our river here. So our river is really long. Oh, I passed it. 123. I wasn't paying attention. Here we go. So here's where the middle of our river is. So our river is exactly almost 100 blocks long. We're off by 2 blocks. So that's a pretty big river. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. So let's have it probably come up to about there. Looks pretty good. The top of the trees right here is 53. So we need to be above 53 by probably 4 or 5 blocks. So this is 57. We're good. 56. Okay. We'll keep it up here. Okay, so we got that done. I'm perfectly fine with that now. Now it's basically just actually making the actual bridge itself. So we're gonna start off in the middle and work our way towards the ends to figure it out. Oh, I put the wrong thing there. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm just breaking everything. Oh, God. Okay. So let's fly up here, and let's figure this out. So let's take some swiftness, and we're just going to place a block of sand here, so we know that's where our middle block is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so we're 35 blocks along there. Let's do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. Okay, so that's going to be how long our main part of the bridge is going to be before it starts sloping down. So sorry if the counting annoyed you guys. It was kind of annoying. So basically, let's just have a nice little talk about like Minecraft and how everything's like going with Xbox and everything. So I'm really excited for Xbox One. I've said that so much in these videos just so I can keep expanding. A couple of things I really hope they bring back, I wouldn't even say bring back, but just that they add, would definitely be new texture packs. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the texture packs they've had are pretty good, but you can ask a lot of builders, and some of the builders aren't big fans of them. I mean, they're okay, but they're not as good as they could be. And that's, I think, why some people want like a different texture pack, kind of like, what's the one I'm thinking of? Flows HD, Phantom Moose, stuff like that. And that's just because people want to have those actual modern texture packs. Problem with the city texture pack is like right now, if you look at the black wool, it's not smooth at all. It doesn't flow from one to the other. And that's something that I personally don't like too much. But that's just me. Some people might like it. All depends on what you're building, obviously. But I'd rather have something like Flows HD to where it flows perfectly from one block to the other. Everything's very smooth. Like for example, quartz are a lot smoother in vanilla than in this, which is something I don't like at all. Texture should always be more smooth in a texture pack other than... Okay, so we did get everything right there. Perfect. Rather than having it be in a vanilla texture pack, no texture should be smoother. Like sand, some of the textures, don't get me wrong, look perfect in the city texture pack. Along with the natural texture pack is a pretty good one as well. But I think they could have done better. I think they could have added different textures and kind of use like some of the best texture packs from the PC, kind of like Flows HD, Pamplemousse, stuff like that, some of the most popular ones. And I felt like they could have built off those. Obviously, you can't fully copy what they did. And also, a lot of people always wonder, why can't they just bring over maps from, or texture packs from the computer? Reason for that, guys, if you're not aware, they talked about this a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure they still talk about it somewhat every now and then. But it's for legal reasons, because it's not their area. Yes, you can download them, like anybody can download the texture packs and all that, and that's perfectly fine, but that is a lot different than actually, how do I want to describe that? I mean, it's a lot different. There's just legal issues there, so that's why we don't see like Flows HD and stuff like that on here. And we're gonna add 2 more layers of here of snow. Oh, this one needs to be 1 block longer. There we go. To finish that off. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they could have done it a little bit better on the city texture pack. This is probably everybody's favorite texture pack for building. Like builders, that's just my guess. I'm not talking for everybody here. I'm just taking a calculated guess. Not even calculated. I don't even know why I said that either. I'm just being stupid today. But I think they could have done some stuff better, obviously. I'm happy that they changed the gray wool, because that was just hideous when it came out. If you don't know, it was supposed to look like an air duct, which I didn't even see that before, so I wasn't sure what it was going to be. Okay, so we have one side of the bridge here. So what we want to do now is, let's take out this. And what I want to do is we need to count, this should be 11 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should we make this a 3-lane bridge? Yeah, maybe that would be a little bit better. If we do that, we might have to have it go to the left instead. And just finish these lines up real quick. But yeah, like I really hope they announced today at the time of this recording a cartoon texture pack that's coming out. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I like the texture packs where you can have just like fun with them. But then again, more people like to build on Minecraft than play survival, in my guess, because people like being creative. And again, I'm kind of talking out my ass here, pardon the language. Like I said, I can't speak for everybody, I'm just taking guesses here. But I feel like most people that play Minecraft like to build. I mean, obviously there's that group, it's still a big group, don't get me wrong, that likes to play survival and all that. But just like from what I've seen, and I used the wrong blocks there, I used quartz. From what I've seen, more people like to build. Mainly on the PC. I think more people like to play survival on the 360. But on PC, I feel like more people like to build. So, I don't know. I would rather see more builders texture packs than like the funny ones. I mean, like I said, I totally get the reason for having those funny ones. It's just because they're fun to have, they're fun to play with your friends, stuff like that. But for building, sometimes they don't look the greatest. I mean, like before the city texture pack, the natural texture pack was my best friend. I like that one a lot. Just because, again, I'm coming back to this, the textures flew smoothly together. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but just like 90% of them, they were a nice smooth line. And I like that to where you can't tell the difference between each block. And that's something that's why I never use like iron blocks, stuff like that. Is because I don't like seeing the textures from block to block. I'd rather have them all like flow nice and smooth together. Kind of like the snow here. You can't really tell which block is which. Obviously, like you could if I came up right here and it has the line come up above it. But if you're looking at it from a distance, you can't see the difference between each block. And like you can't personally like call out each block saying, well, I know where that one is and blah, blah, blah. And if you are, good for you, but it's a lot harder to than like if I would have put iron blocks in here to do it. Okay, so this should be 11 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so what we need to figure out is if we do this, so we'd have like something here. Have this come all the way over to the other side. By the way, I hate bridges in real life. Well, I wouldn't say I hate them, but there is one bridge in St. Louis that when you go over into Chesterfield, they're basically going to get rid of it here like the next year or 2 years because they're building a new one. But the only reason why I hate it so much is because the lanes are so skinny that my Mustang, it's a really wide car, and there's even wider cars out there like 18-wheelers and stuff. It's like, okay, I don't want you being next to me. And like some of those, it's just like, okay, I hope you don't hit me kind of feelings because you're so close to everybody. And I've gotten used to it, but when I first started driving, it was just one of those things I did not like at all because I didn't like being that close to the next car next to me. This really bothered me for some reason. And come back over here. Hopefully, this will actually all work out because I want the bridge to be pretty close to the cyan building over there to our right. So hopefully it will be pretty close. Okay, so we have a 3-lane part of the bridge here. What I want to do is have like a gap in between. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, we're going to cut this one close. It looks fine. So, let's go see. If we take this out, we're on block 58. So, holy crap, that is really close. So we're exactly even with this here. Holy crap, that might be a little bit too close. So I'm trying to debate, do I want to make it on the other side? Because I do want it to be close, because then you get that really nice close look of a city. Because in cities, everything's like really close together. That's one thing I've always liked. Oh yeah, we'll try it. If I need to move it, that's when I'll probably go on the PC and use World Edit to move it. So that's like, I know people are going to be saying like, well, you're being lazy by going on the PC with it and doing all that. I'm really not using the PC for hardly anything on the city. Like I said, I made the ground from PC because it was a lot easier that way than spending probably a year building up the map by this much. I'm just making things easier for me a little bit, and also if I mess up, it makes things a little bit easier to fix. Like there's one thing I actually did mess up on that I'm probably going to change later on down by the subway, but I'm not going to just completely go and get rid of it. So I'm not using World Edit for too much. Like I said, I'm gonna do 99% of the building on the Xbox, and that's a guarantee. I'm gonna hardly ever go on the PC with the map, just because I wanna kind of stick with my roots, you know? I like Xbox. A lot of people ask me, why do I play Xbox more than PC? A lot of the reason for that is I prefer having a controller in my hand. A lot of people have heard me say that several times, and that's just because it's true. I don't know why. I've always been a console gamer, I guess is the best way to say it. And I don't favor any consoles. I mean, yes, I do have an Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation. And that was just because the PlayStation 3, I hated their controller so much, I could just never use it. And that was just the one thing that was like the tipping stone for me. So that's why you never see me on PS3 or anything. But eventually I might get a PS4 because apparently it is a very nice console. So I guess you could kind of say I'm an Xbox fanboy. If you want to say that, go ahead. Because I'm mainly playing Xbox, and that's where most of my friends play on Xbox. Yeah, I mean, so I guess I'm waiting for something to really impressive come out for the PlayStation in order for me to get that. Just because I've always played Xbox. I've had a PlayStation before, like PlayStation 2, and it was great, but I just never liked the controllers of PlayStation. But apparently the PlayStation 4 has a lot better controller now. And I think what a lot of it was one, the Xbox controller has the best grip. It's like really comfortable. And the PlayStation never had that. The joysticks were so wibbly wobbly, you could just move them everywhere. I didn't like it too much. And I guess that's the main reason why I never played PlayStation in my later teens. And that was just because I didn't like the controller. I'm more of a controller person. I want something comfortable if I'm gonna be having it in my hands for a while. So, all right. So next is this. And so I guess that's the main reason why I haven't played too much PC Minecraft. And I have gotten better with the mouse. I mean, I want to start doing more videos on the PC. Like for example, I'm doing Feed the Beast now, which is actually a really fun kind of survival thing. And that's also one thing. I know I'm going off in every single direction in this video. But I kind of hope for mods eventually to come to the Xbox. I know that'll be a little bit harder, considering that Microsoft doesn't want anybody modding. But they need to realize that it's always going to happen. That's the main thing that they have to realize is, obviously you don't want people hacking. Some companies do because it does make their game better. For example, Minecraft. There's a lot more opportunities out there to have fun. But I feel like most people would rather have the mod because you can do more stuff once the game is out and you've, like, for example, Call of Duty or any game on the PC, like Grand Theft Auto. That perfect example. Grand Theft Auto 4. I've seen a lot of mods on that. People beat the game a long time ago, and 4 years later, people are still playing the game because they had the mods to make it even more fun. So I kind of hope we get mods later on in the future, which I'm not going to get my hopes up for it. It's most likely not going to happen, if we're being all honesty here. But it's just something I hope for. I hope we get something, if not actual mods, I hope we get something close to it. So, I don't know, I just hope that we can get something. And going back to using a controller, I know it's going back and forth here, just chit-chatting with you guys. I know you can get a controller for the PC. I got one before, but it wasn't the same because PC has a lot more controls. I mean, there's a lot more you can do. So, it didn't really feel the same, even though I got the exact controls from the Xbox. It didn't feel correct to me. I don't know. It didn't have that correct feel. So I guess that's another main reason why I'm trying to get used to the mouse a little bit. And I have gotten better with it and with the keyboard because I'm also a really slow typer. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, I'm just like a really slow typer. I mess up a lot, so like when you do watch my Feed the Beast, you're gonna see me mess up a lot, and that's just inevitable. It's gonna happen. So I'll just give you a heads up on that. We need to count these so we know how far back these go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And another reason why we're making this bridge here is because this will let us know where we need to make our next little road. So that's one reason why I kind of wanted to work on this, was to get this kind of done and over with, I guess, would be the best way to phrase it. Ooh, I just realized I can add higher, whoop, I don't need this here. I can add bigger boats now to the river since the bridges are going to be a lot higher up. Aha, I like that a lot. I can add bigger bridges. Yes, and bigger boats. I haven't made boats in a long time. I know a long time ago, when creative mode first came out, even before creative mode, I got addicted to making boats for some reason. Like, I made a cruise ship before survival came out. I don't recommend ever doing that because or not survival, before creative mode ever came out. And that was something. It was a lot of duplicating at the time because that was the only thing we could do to get that much wool. So it was very flammable. And we did light it on fire after we were done, just because, hey, why not? I also built a pretty big stadium in survival. I don't know, I like going back to like those days, you know, and like looking at what you built a long time ago. I feel like doing that stuff is like really fun. And I just like going back to seeing old memories, I guess would be the best way to say it. Like Weeby Changer and I, probably like a month ago, because Weeby Changer, he's the guy I play with the most on Xbox. Oh, what was the number we had for this? I'll have to count again. He's like my best friend on Xbox. We play together all the time. And we went back to Halo... Oh man, was it Halo Reach, I believe is what it was? Because before Minecraft, to give you guys a little history on me, I used to play Halo a lot. And my friend actually introduced me to Minecraft because he knew I liked building in Halo. So he introduced me to Minecraft saying, well, hey, you're going to like this if you like building stuff because you can do that. So I tried out Minecraft. To be honest, didn't like it at first. I wasn't too interested because it didn't have creative mode. But I gave it a chance. I did have fun with it. So I gave it a chance. Once creative mode came out, I started being more creative. So I've always liked games to where I can build. So that's the main thing, I guess, which kind of like push me towards Minecraft. Is I even bought games that I wouldn't even like. Like, for example, at the time, I would have never liked Skate 3. I don't like skateboarding at all. I understand people do. It's just not something I like personally. It was just something I never liked, so I never thought I would actually buy a skateboarding game. But I bought Skate 3. A very fun game, turns out. It was a very fun game. Very funny game as well. But I gave it a chance, and I built houses out of skate park pieces. I was like, okay, this is really fun. And I was actually pretty good at Forge and Halo Reach and Halo 3 as well. I actually got offered a job at Bungie when I was in Halo 3. Problem was, I was too young to get the job because they offered to help. Well, they didn't offer, but they offered me a job to help them make maps, which is what they wanted me to help them with. Problem was, I was too young. I was like, well, this really sucks because I really want to work with them. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with a game company? It's a great opportunity, right? So I was kind of upset, obviously. I mean, especially looking back on it now, I could help them make Destiny. Oh, that'd been awesome. I just love making stuff. I love games where I can make anything. Those kind of games just like really, they bring out my creative side, I guess would be the best way to phrase it here. Okay, so we're going to slice this up. Let's figure out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need 4 things on each one. So that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Oh, I got something caught in my throat. And so, the bridge is somewhat done. I mean, we still have the actual design for the bridge itself, which is not going to be easy. Because I'm trying to debate, do I want to do the same designs as Newfield? Because those are kind of old, but they did look pretty good. Or do I want to go with a completely new design? And I'm not sure yet. I'll probably figure that out by next part because, no, excuse me, building this will probably be 2 or 3 parts. Because bridges are not easy to make. They are very time consuming. Just like anything else, like I've been preaching this, if you want it to look good, it's going to take time. That's the main thing. I know people ask me, how come I never get bored of Minecraft? Like, how can you stay motivated? That's why I come up with big projects like this. It's just because I like having something to do when I come on the game. And that's a lot of times why I do big projects like my cruise ship, for example. That's why I did that. That's why I built big stadiums. I built big cities as well. That's because I like having something to do. Obviously I get bored of the game sometimes. Especially, there was a point there for a while. I really wanted to stop making houses for a while because, to be honest, making houses, people don't understand this. Making houses, whoa, I dropped my controller. Oh god. Oh, sorry. Oh, where is that? I found it. Okay. There we go. Sorry guys. Making houses 3 days a week is not an easy thing to do. People think it might be pretty easy. It's really not. I mean, you have to think, try building a house. I've built over almost 60 houses now. Almost exactly at 60 at the time of this recording. I think I'm on finishing up 58 this week. And building houses every day, basically, of the week is not an easy thing to do because you're going to run out of ideas. So you're going to see a big slump in videos sometimes, like of the creative side, just because trying to make a house every day of the week for your audience, if you have a YouTube channel, you're going to figure out it's not that easy. And only reason why I don't want to really stop that is because, one, I like making the houses for you guys. It's something I like to do personally. But at some point you might see like a small little break in the houses and like in the quality of the houses as well. Because I need time to regenerate new ideas. And it's like stuff like that. Get some new ideas for how to build them and how to add better designs. Oh, it would start raining. Alright, let's go sleep real quick. Wow, this bridge is really high up. I didn't expect it to be that high. Well, I guess it only looks that high because of where we are with the river. Hey, the rain should go away now. Okay. Let's go finish up this side here, and then we'll call it quits for this video. Because we're probably already at almost 30 minutes, would be my guess. Holy crap. I was off by 30 seconds. That's a hell of a guess. So, because last time I checked, we were at exactly 20 minutes, so 10 minutes has passed, obviously. And we have one more white line to do after this, and we'll be done. It's actually probably the biggest bridge I've made, too, when it comes to 3 lanes. There was one bridge in Newfield that was only 1 lane, and then the other was 2. So this is the biggest bridge I've made so far. So, oh, I forgot to add the line. I can do that real quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna have to put the quartz away so I don't use that by accident. Okay, so we're probably gonna call it quits for this video. Sorry if I was talking pretty fast. Every now and then, I do talk pretty fast when I get on a roll talking about things. So, I am sorry about that if I was. But thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. We're going to try to finish up the bridge next part. If not by next part, it will definitely be done in like 3 parts. So, I'll talk to all you guys later. And again, thank you for watching. It is greatly appreciated.